Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the Alchemist and the Oracle, where my ring just flew off. This is going to be an interesting ride today.
It already is.
Welcome to the Alchemist and the Oracle. I think I already said that. You know what? I'm Nicole. This is her. What are you, the Alchemist? You know what? Let's pause. I've been in the other, like a couple weeks ago, I was having dinner with a friend and it was some other people that I just didn't know. And I picked up on something and then one of the other person that picked up something with our waitress. You know, she just seemed like she came to the table first of all, and then she was gone for a little while and we were kind of like, where did she go? And she came back and her energy was different. And she kind of like messed up a couple people's orders. Like she gave someone the wrong plate and one of the people there was just kind of like kind of scoffed at her and was just
really
like
nasty.
rolling her eye. Yes. And I was just like,
really nasty.
And then she was like being super apologetic. And so me and the other person, we were like,
that's not an easy
listen,
job.
We were just like, no, honey, it's fine. It was like, what did you have? Like the other person was like, what did you have? You have here. You know, we just like gave people the plate. We took the plate that we knew that we had. It's not that big a deal.
I know
the food was there. She just gave it to the wrong people.
And people just say, no, that's not mine. That's her. Yeah.
Yeah, but is it that big of a deal? But it's a prime example of how some people
I've seen
really make things so much more bigger than what they are. Versus kind of recognizing that there was a shift that changed with her. Because before she left for a while, she was like coming back
really
with
bubbly,
drinks, like filled up and like brought extra bread before she was a good because I was saying someone said it at the table and I agreed like, oh, she's on it. And then all of a sudden she just like fell off.
Yeah, she allowed their energy to become hers, and that's something.
No, I think something. So when we left, I asked her because something in my spirit was like, "It's like, are you okay?" And she was like, "Yeah." She said, "I'm so sorry. You know, I got a phone call, and it just." She's like, "I just need to take a break. You know, like I need to clear these tables. I just need to take a break so I can like process, you know, what." Was told to me, and I was like, oh, okay. And so I was like, well, you know, I appreciate your efforts and, you know, just showing gratitude.
Yeah, because that's not an easy job until somebody's done it. You don't know. That's not a job that I would do. I mean,
why not?
And I know that my goddaughter's mama did it. Best friend I had growing up did it. And she shared some stuff with me. And I was like, oh no, that's just a no.
I don't
just
see
a
you.
No.
I don't see you being a good waitress.
I mean, I'm one of the
kindest. You'd be really good at the person that goes around and greets people, like checks in on people. You'd be great at that.
Like, hey, how you doing? The owner, manager. Oh God, yes. Oh yeah.
Manager. I can't remember what they call it.
The owner.
It's not always the owner.
Okay.
It's usually the manager. It's usually a manager.
Manager, yeah.
No, it's the manager. I had a friend that worked at the restaurant. It's called something specific, but they go.
Managers aren't what managers were before, because when I think about manager, I think about manager. I don't think about manager and running tables. That's just a no.
It depends on the restaurant and depends on the manager too. It depends on the manager. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta fill in when someone.
I mean, I would do it. I have done it. There's no doubt about it.
I just don't think
that's just not my joint now.
No.
That's just no.
Yeah. I don't see you choosing to go into that.
Oh God, no. I mean, but if I had anybody, I guarantee you I would back them up. I know that job isn't easy.
Yeah.
And I know some people said they couldn't do what I did.
You would take care of your people.
I have a pretty diverse program. Oh God, yes. You know, I mean, there's no reason not to be comfortable in your space, you know, wherever you are. It's just like when I was walking around and I heard where I was at certain people who thought they were above you, looking down at something. I'm like, but your butt don't want to do it. The environmental management, let me just spit it out there. I'm like, somebody's doing it, and you don't talk down to nobody. I mean, about that. I'm like, you're not gonna do it. Somebody's gonna do it. So I started telling them, thank you for what you do, to let you know that what you do so people could do it. You don't have to do it, just do whatever it is the best way you can. I mean, I started off working some people of our ancestors worked for much less than 340 an hour, starting off things of that nature. And the people I know, y'all would be like 340 an hour. Like, yeah, that's how that used to be, man. I just
How about some that got 0 an hour?
I know, right?
Start
Oh
with
Lord.
that.
Yeah, so you look at, you know, how you look at how you choose to mentally engage in what it is that you're doing. You either be the best at it or don't do it at all. No
Mm,
matter what it is, whether it's cleaning the toilet. Let me just get
oh,
down and dirty and raw with you. Yeah, just that. Yeah, toilet, a floor, a dish.
I love
Because there's
washing
some dishes you
floors.
get that still have food on them. Cause I'm like, what the hell? I mean, seriously.
Especially since it's sitting in front of you. Did no one look at the plate and make sure it was clean? Maybe that wasn't part of their job. Some people take their job very literally. My job is to put the dishes up, not to analyze them for cleanliness.
I know. Well, I'm a very literal person, but I guess I ain't literal as I think I am. If you tell me to do something, I'm gonna do
You're
exactly what you tell
not
me.
literal. You are not designed to be literal. You got questions.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
Mm-hmm. But I know if oh God, I've grown up. I'm so
Nothing
different
wrong with
now.
it.
I know we're talking a long, long, long time ago. If you tell me to do something, then I'm gonna do exactly what you tell me to do. There was no gray. I always do.
Wait,
I
you
mean,
weren't
I had a job to
rebellious?
deal with gray. Ooh, I'm more rebellious
You
now than
hella
I
are
ever
now. You like,
was.
I ain't doing nothing I don't want to do.
I
But
am
you
more
earned
rebellious
it though
now.
at
Yeah,
your point in life. I've always been rebellious. I don't like to be told what to do when I don't
I
really want
think
to do it.
my mother is like one of those cancers, and I think that for some of us, we like those people. It's like now, God, if I could go back umpteen years, but there's a certain kind of trouble I don't want. But there's a certain
Yeah.
stuff I don't mind. I'm like, yeah, I should break the rules.
But when you
Hell.
say the world is much more open to rebellious nature, like the
Yes,
rebellious nature of
yes,
people,
yes, yes. But it's not. It's at a level that's just I think it's at a level because I thought about wanting to talk about respect and disrespect. It's not it's at a hugely disrespectful level though. I think if that's the word I want.
hmm, that's an interesting take.
Um, yeah, the whole hugely just, mm, yeah, just make me go, mm.
Mm, mm. I think
So
those are
yeah,
really good. I think those are
yeah,
really great ways to tap in. Um, for
journaling, reading
sure, just
something
mental health.
positive. Yeah,
I
read
feel
something
like
positive too.
I feel like you have to meet yourself where you are every day and
Yeah.
be okay with that. I think the more you
And then elevate
understand
from there.
yourself,
Yeah.
the more comfortable you'll get in how that looks. I know some people that they can be super regimented and very disciplined, and then there's people who struggle with like I like a little bit of variety, or some days I
I
just
do.
maybe only have 5 minutes this day, or this other day maybe I have like an hour. So how can you learn to meet yourself with where you are and having a tool bag to pull from? But I think the most important thing is getting comfortable with getting to know yourself.
Gotcha. Yeah. Agreed. Agreed.
And figure
And
out
let the rest
how
go.
to do that.
Man.
Not even,
Yeah.
don't even worry about anything else. I say don't even worry about anything else because your ego will come in and talk you out of even doing
Okay.
that.
Well,
Just,
that's true. You know, I know.
I know you do. Just be with yourself. Be honest about how you're feeling. Check in with how am I feeling? What is one of the tools that I was introduced to is called the Circle of Life, and it's like 12 different life areas. And it's a really great resource where you can get an instant picture of the level of fulfillment that you have in these 12 life areas. And then you can figure out, okay, what can I do? Like one life area is spirituality, and another is like home environment. So how can you meet yourself in feeding yourself in a way that is feeding nourishingly, not junk food. You know, junk food could also equate to looking at what other people are doing and trying to emulate that, specifically like
Yeah.
home environment, right? A lot of times we
Yeah.
see how other people's homes are and we can be like, oh, well, my home doesn't look like that. And we can beat ourselves up. But just sitting with yourself and being and getting to a place where you're comfortable with yourself.
Yes.
I know a lot. I've worked with a lot of clients that struggle with that,
Yeah.
and that's the key to
We have to go deep. It's like,
mental
is it
health
shadow work?
wholeness.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can name it. It's got lot of different names. It's just
Yeah.
you feeling comfortable with yourself.
Yeah, you got to do that. Got to do that shadow work. Maybe we're getting more talking about that. I know that we have something coming up where we'll be talking about something for my birthday month. My birthday is the 23rd of April. Yay. So I'm mentally happy about that.
Good. I'm glad you are. Because some people don't. They're not
I
happy about
know.
getting older. That's a good thing. I'm glad to hear that
Yeah.
you're happy about that mentally. And that
Yeah.
you're mentally, of sound mind and body, as they say. I don't have to report you.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm glad that you mentioned that because I think that's
What?
Second Timothy. Second Timothy, being of sound mind.
Yeah.
That's what you want for yourselves. Selves. You know what I'm saying plural because y'all listening. It ain't just me. Yeah.
Hmm.
Want to be a sound mind.